The emerald canopy of the jungle was a humid prison. Tommy pushed through the dense, suffocating vines, his fingers trembling as he clutched a crumbling, yellowed map. Sweat-slicked palms made every grip a struggle. He stopped, squinting through the hazy light at the high branches. There sat Jerry, perched like a king on a thick limb, barely hiding a mischievous grin behind a giant, waxy leaf. Tommy's heart hammered against his ribs. He adjusted his tattered explorer's hat, his jaw set in a line of pure determination. He wasn't going to let Jerry win this game. He lunged forward, eyes locked on a thick hanging rope that promised a shortcut across the deep ravine. Tommy leaped, his hands closing around the rope. But instead of a coarse hemp texture, it felt warm and furry. A sharp, high-pitched screech pierced the air. Tommy froze midair, his eyes widening as the rope curled into a tight, muscular knot. It wasn't a vine, it was a giant monkey tail. The startled primate shrieked in fury, reaching for a cluster of overripe mangoes. With machine gun precision, the monkey began pelting Tommy with the sticky, orange fruit. "Wait, no!" Tommy cried, but a mango caught him square in the chest. He lost his grip, tumbling through the humid air and crashing headfirst into a rotting, hollow trunk. Debris exploded everywhere as he scrambled out, covered in bark and sticky juice, sprinting toward the riverbank. The river offered no sanctuary. On the far bank, Jerry sat comfortably in a tiny wooden boat, paddling with effortless grace. He turned back, offering Tommy a mock, two-finger salute that fueled Tommy's desperation. Tommy dived into the murky, swirling water, his arms churning like pistons. Suddenly, the water bulged. A massive crocodile rose beneath him, its prehistoric, jagged teeth glistening like knives in the tropical sun. Tommy scrambled onto the beast's scaly back, but the reptile had other plans. It began to spin like a violent cyclone, a blur of green and white foam. Tommy held on for dear life until the centrifugal force became too much. He was launched into the sky, soaring across the river like a human frisbee, screaming all the way before landing with a sickening thud face down in the thick, black mud. Caked in mud, Tommy dragged himself into the undergrowth. His eyes were fixed on a distant clearing, the end of this nightmare. But the jungle had one more surprise. A bright parrot perched above flapped its wings. "Tommy is coming!" Squawk! "Tommy is coming!" Jerry heard the warning and vanished into the shadows instantly. Tommy rounded the final bush, gasping for air, only to find himself inches away from a massive, golden lion. The beast bared its yellow fangs, letting out a roar that vibrated through Tommy's very bones. The trees seemed to shake with the sound. Tommy's face went deathly pale. His hat slowly slid down over his eyes. In a tiny, trembling whisper, he muttered, "Good afternoon," and turned on his heels, sprinting away with a burst of speed he didn't know he possessed. Moments later, a shadow burst from the jungle edge. It was Tommy, or what was left of him. His hair was a chaotic nest of twigs and exotic flowers, his clothes shredded. In the center of the clearing, Jerry sat in a pristine lawn chair, slowly sipping a glass of condensation-covered iced lemonade. The clink of ice cubes was the only sound. Jerry leaned back, his smile bright and cruel. "Welcome back, great explorer," he chirped. Tommy didn't have the strength to argue. He didn't have the strength to move. He simply tipped forward, collapsing face first into the dirt, motionless as the jungle birds sang their evening songs. The great explorer had finally reached his destination.